Ever since Sony first got into the console making business, they've proven time and again that if there's one thing they do know, it's how to make stylish gadgetry. Now the new addition to the family is no exception. I refer, of course, to the PSP Go. Now the first thing we can say about the PSP Go is that it's a heck of a lot smaller. The buttons are hidden under this stylish slide screen, meaning that it's a much more compact package. If you ask me, the best feature about this is not the compactness, it's the new positioning of the analog stick. It's a much more natural position, meaning your thumb won't cramp up in those long game playing sessions. On the downside, when the screen is slid up, as it will be for most of the time you're using the PSP Go, the volume buttons are fairly inaccessible, making it annoying during gameplay. That said, the buttons on the first PSP weren't that easy to access either, so if you're used to pausing your game to adjust the sound, this probably won't bother you too much. All in all, as a piece of hardware, the PSP Go is incredibly well put together. It's sturdy, sleek and incredibly stylish. The piano black finish gets smudged pretty easily, but as far as downsides go, it's pretty forgivable. This moves us on then to the tricky topic of download-only games. All games for the PSP Go are purchased through the PlayStation Network and downloaded to the handheld hard drive. It's a bold move and a clever one. The internet is becoming increasingly integral to gaming, so making the jump to download only could be the innovation the PSP needs to get it past the frankly failed UMD format. It's certainly got people talking, and it opens up pathways to smaller gadgetry and more easily accessible on-demand content. That said, there are a few downsides. Firstly, sharing games is no longer as simple as walking up to someone and handing them a boxed game. Secondly, there's no way to categorically rule out a memory card corrupting at some point. Losing all your save files, if not all your games at once, is a lot harder to bear than having one scratched up UMD. And thirdly, it might be because I grew up with chunky cartridges you practically had to hammer into consoles, but I like to tangibly own a game. I like having a box, a manual and a disc, and while I'm very much for streamlining peripherals like the PSP, the fact it's just a download suddenly makes the game price tag seem quite steep. And talking of steep, the PSP Go isn't exactly cheap either. It comes in just shy of the cost of the new slim PS3. In short, the PSP Go is the future. It's well made and going in a direction the whole industry will probably latch onto before long. It's also expensive, so ultimately it boils down to whether or not you can justify the expense. It may be a little rich for our blood at Game On, but regardless, the PSP Go is definitely worth a good 8 out of 10.